How are you?
Sehr gut, danke. Yeah, really good. Mein Deutsch is nicht so good, but great to be here and I'm well, thank you.
You lived as a child in Germany.
2 Jahre.
When you come back to Germany, is it kind of feeling coming home?
Yeah. Well, isn't it? It's so strange for me that I spent 2 years here as a child, and then now as a musician, this is the place I tour the most in the world. So it really feels as though, I am. It's a home from home, and I feel very lucky always to come back.
Welcome to Germany again.
Danke.
Tomorrow Stuttgart, Düsseldorf, and the German tour.
Exactly. These are places that I knew. Again, I knew. Düsseldorf is where we'd fly to as a child, on my own as a 8-year-old child without my parents. So it's funny coming back to the same places.
So it's been almost 20 years that you're in the business. How would you say has your music changed, and how has your music changed you?
Well, everyone grows up and everyone grows with age and experience. My music to begin with was naive, but that was its beauty, that was its innocence. And I wrote songs just about myself and, my hopes and fears for my own experience. Then as you get older, the journey has highs and lows. You make friends, you lose friends. You have close family and you make families and you lose family members too. And so I write about that, about the journey of life itself. I don't write just about myself anymore, but about the other people in my life. And so the songs are a bit more mature, not as innocent. And the innocence was, as I say, it's magic sometimes. But there's a reality to them that I think people would relate to.
Yeah, you are on the album cover as a child. So would you say that your current album is a summary of getting older, maybe, or wiser?
Well, there's definitely a nostalgic look back at where I started, who we used to be with all, as I say, again, the word innocence of a child we're looking at life and not knowing what to expect. And now I'm, as an adult, as a father of young children, as a husband, I have just different experiences, different questions about life. And so, perhaps an adult album.
You said in another interview that that album came very easily to you. Where do you get the inspiration or the motivation for new songs?
Well, just as I say, from life. From the people in my life. Carrie Fisher was someone I lived with. She's the actress Princess Leia from Star Wars. I lived with her from 2002 till 2016. And then after she died in that year, it took me a long time to write a song for her. And I have at last. So that's on this album. A song called Saving a Life, just about a friend who struggles and not being able to help them as their friend is a frustration. And then I write songs about, the celebration of meeting someone and marrying someone. I can't say to them, hey, you're beautiful. I've used that line before, so I need to say something deeper and richer. So I say, all the love that I ever needed, I got it from you. So just real life.
Yeah, I wanted to talk about that song, All the Love That I Ever Needed. It's a song for a specific person, maybe your wife?
Yeah, you could take a guess at that. You can guess at that one.
And what does it mean to you, the song? What is about?
Well, look, I suppose in a simple way, I am that guy who wrote You're Beautiful. And when I say something to the person I'm with now for hopefully the rest of my life, I need to say something bigger and more meaningful than just, hey, you're beautiful. I think the line says it all the love that I ever needed. I got it from you.
Do you sometimes feel kind of pressured doing maybe other music trends, like going in that EDM direction? For example, maybe Alle Farben remixed your song. You work together with Robin Schulz, Offenbach.
Yeah, I love all kinds of music. I live in Ibiza. I go out and listen to dance music. I have a nightclub at the end of my garden. I write music on a piano and a guitar. All of it is a big healthy mix. And, like food, we can like different kinds of food too. I don't feel any pressure. I'm so lucky in my life that I put out a greatest hits last year because I did 6 albums on a record deal. And then when that record deal ended, the label said, hey, we'll put out a greatest hits. And I thought, hey, maybe that's the end of my career. When you put out a greatest hits, that's the end. But instead, they signed me to a new record deal for more albums. And because the songs that I now write won't be on my greatest hits, that is already out there. These songs all a bonus in my life. So no, there's no pressure at all. This is like I can write anything I like and just have fun with music and enjoy it. And it's a really amazing place to be.
So you're very open and just go with the flow.
Well, I think you can hear that the songs I write are just, they have integrity. They're just real. I'm not trying to be on radio. I'm not trying to sound like someone else. I'm just writing about real life experiences.
How was working with these guys like Robin Schulz or Offenbach? Can you tell me?
Well, the Robin Schulz story was really a funny story. I wrote the song okay. I didn't like the song. I recorded it and hated the way it sounded. You know, the vocal and the piano and the guitar, and it just, the way it sounded just didn't work for me. And so I had an argument with my record label. I said, I don't want it on my album. They said, you're an idiot because it's going to be a hit. And I said, no, it's not, because I'm not putting it out. I don't like it. And then a few weeks later, I bumped into Robin in Ibiza, and he said, hey, James, you know, I've got your song. And the record label passed it to me, and I'm putting it out. And, you know, it was a big hit. The record label were entirely right. And now I'm forced to sing it every single night. Thank God for Robin Schulz. You know, he's put his little touch of magic on it. And it's, now a song that the audience love.
The song is absolutely great. It motivates me through my school graduation. It's going to be okay.
Yeah, exactly that.
So let's talk about Ibiza. You have an own club in your garden. What music is playing there?
Well, generally not my own music, because that would be pretty miserable. So, you know, anything that you fancy. I'm all kinds of dance music.
Can I come to visit to your club?
Your name is on the door. I have a mannequin. I have a mannequin on the name on the door of my nightclub. Her name is Svetlana, and if you speak to her nicely, then I'm sure she'll let you in.
Yeah, well, I plan coming to Ibiza in May to the opening.
Fantastic, great. I'll see you there.
Come around.
Perfect.
But you're also owner of a pub, the Fox and the Pheasant. Which drink would you recommend to me?
We have a cocktail called You're Beautiful.
Oh.
Yeah, and I think you'd very much enjoy that.
Okay. What is in it?
It's mainly gin.
Okay.
Yeah.
What is your favorite guilty pleasure food after a long club or pub night? Do you have something like that? Mine is a chicken nugget from McDonald's, the veggie version.
Right. Do you know I'm writing a book at the moment called Wings of the World. Wow. And as a band, we go and try and find this spicy chicken wings, like, you know, from buffalo chicken wings in America. And so we go and visit different places to find the spiciest chicken wings that we possibly can.
It should be fatty.
Well, I mean, I don't know if I agree entirely. It can still be relatively healthy whilst it's just about delicious.
Do you have a night out story, a crazy night out story?
I've just written a book, actually, with all the stories about various nights out. They're kind of stories that I should tell people in a pub when we're drunk and say, promise me you'll never tell this story. But then stupidly I've put it in a book. And my father called me and said, hey, James, I've read your book, and maybe you could remove some of the drugs and some of the perversion. And I said, Daddy, if I do that, there won't be a book.
The whole book, yeah. What is? Would you say that you are a morning person? When we talked about,
you know, I'm pretty nocturnal, really. You know, this job is it's a strange one. We travel the world, touring the world, and we sleep on buses. And there are 16 people on each bus, so we have 2 buses and 5 trucks. About 45 people traveling the world. And after the concert, we have a little after party. And then about 2 a.m, we get on the bus and we carry on the after party in the bus because the bus never runs out of beer. And then I suppose we probably go to bed between 4 and 6 a.m. So. And then, you know, get up at midday and start. So we're pretty nocturnal.
And what is your favorite thing to do after a long tour? When you come home, how do you relax?
Yeah, I like to get my clothes out of the suitcase and go and wash them because obviously, you know, I don't wash my clothes for about 6 months. And probably have a shower too, because I probably haven't had a shower for 6 months.
Okay, one last question. If you were Superman, what were your superpower?
Well, my superpower be... Well, you know, if I could fly, that would be amazing.
Where would you fly?
I don't know, Ibiza.
Ibiza?
Yeah, why not?
Okay. Thank you for that.
Bitte schön.
Thank you, vielen Dank.